Second semifinal game of the night in charcoal Asian face and in black Wumbo. Hopefully we don't confuse the two jersey colors.
I really wish they would have had somebody go white.
That would have been fantastic.
I don't really remember the game during the season. I don't know if it was a problem at all for anyone. I don't like it personally.
I haven't seen any Glosser in the last couple weeks, but really think she's going to be the X factor this game and potentially in the finals if Asian face gets there.
Really good pull from Kevin Wayner. Very deep.
Dave just lets it land in back of the end zone.
Good hustle down on it. MC makes a good cut. MC looking for that lefty back he likes. There's DBE underneath. Dave drops it early. Wow, right on the outside.
BT is poached right on the front cone. Mike Givens. 1-0 Asian face. Asian face up 1-0. Kevin Wayner to pull.
Another really good pull from Kevin Wayner. Deep. Let's see if they play it this time. They will.
Wumbo had to take about 7 or 8 throws to get out of their end zone.
Again, still on the end zone line. MC had to make an aggressive play underneath. He's going to call a foul on Kevin's mark. A little too close, I guess. MC fakes that big flick, and now he's gonna. Oh, goes to the backhand, challenging BT. Really? BT makes a nice play. We need to be more aggressive towards like this. Big time. BT with a good D. Have Kevin Wayner picking it up. I thought that was a pretty good throw. Probably should have been completed.
I have to agree. It was a nice throw.
And yeah, a little low, but nothing's going to be perfect pretty much.
It's a nice fake, too, to get the mark to back up enough to get that backhand off.
All right, Wayne with that easy under backhand.
And to give and go.
Now she's got Kevin back. Kevin goes easy to BT. BT easy up the sideline.
Mike Givens.
Givens, right? To Annie. Ooh, wow. Very close on that D there. It's cool. Great space. That's the score for even more. Really good throw from BT. Puts it up 2-0, right?
2-0 Asian face. Kevin Wayner will pull for Asian face, who's up 2-0 on Wumbo. Dave Arter's
money again. This one's going to be right on the back line. He plays it this time. Gucci, good coverage. To MC again. And he's looking for his under, doesn't have it, goes around. Dave looking for it again, doesn't have it. Goes to DBE with the disc. Wow, that just sneaks under BT's arm. MC with that strange two-hand fall-down grab. A great pass over to Kumi for the score. Wow.
Who do you have on him, BT or Wayner? I can't remember who was guarding him. Totally faked him out. DBE to pull for Wumbo.
Looks like that's going to be out of bounds.
Wayner's going to take the brick. Dave Arters comes off his mark a little bit to try to shut down a lane. Ashley's going to dump to BT, who's going to put a backhand up the line to Jake. Jake puts a forehand that Ashley can't come up with, but Laura Stagel comes down with it in the end zone to make it 3-1 Asian face.
Big play.
See if Kevin Wayner can land this one in the back of the end zone again. Maybe not quite. Oh, this one looks good.
This one's going out. It's going out.
Yep.
Only by a couple feet though. DA putting a little pace on this game, it looks like. Looks like DVE rolled up his sleeves. I guess it's business time. Down 2 early in the game.
Gotta go.
Oh, great catch by MC.
I need to start looking at the camera and not at the field.
MC had Wayner fall on him somehow. He goes up and around. BT with the easy D there.
BT
Doesn't
never.
jack it? Wow, he had Ethan Yord wide open.
Maybe he's changed his ways. Kevin Wayner with the disc in or near his own end zone. BT puts a big forehand.
Nice play, MC. Good D, just enough that it stops Yord from being able to bring it in.
Just out of the reach, Ethan Yord.
He had his hands on it. He should have made the play.
We have Prav and George marking forehand on Dave Arders. That's Megan who dumps to DVE. It's a nice space pass upfield to Dave right on the sideline. He's got some power. Nobody going deep. It's Megan again.
We got Q doing some grocery shopping today.
Yeah, we did. A little surprise from the team.
DVE gets it on the sideline. Oops. Sorry about the camera work.
Good space over there.
IO to the break side.
But just Wayne all over that. Takes
Oh,
it to the
hopefully
wall.
not another concussion.
He's okay. His hands hit. His head didn't hit. He's fine.
Crush from the first hand?
Yeah, they did, barely.
Oh.
Disc went up in this end zone.
Dude, scuba diving was up for...
Fouled by Stitch. And they both missed it. And then Zerobo just...
Scuba diving was winning for like 45 minutes too.
The whole game pretty much. The last...
They were up by 2 or 3 points.
That's why they play the games.
Yep. No sneak under.
Oop. I am recording. Kevin Wayner's gonna bring it in.
Now we got Annie Glossers. Glosser. And Wayner back with the disc on the sideline here. Dump off to Annie again. Annie looking four-side. Now she's got Wayner dump. Wayner's gonna look to continue, but he does not. Lots of clogging. Now he swings around to BT. BT looking four-side to Annie. Annie looking upfield to Provin. He's got Provin. Provin looking upfield again. Provin's going to go dump to Wayner. And DV with a great play to D it up. He read that all the way.
Dave Arders picks it up and rips a big backhand.
See what happens here. BT tries to make a play, but DV does bring that one in.
I think that makes it 3-2 Asian face now.
Yes.
DVE will pull for Wumbo. Only down 3-2 now. Kevin Wayner's going to field the pull. Swing it over to BT, who's going to backhand swing it across to Ashley.
Is this Ashley's first point?
No, it's not. Ashley flips it to BT, who flips it back to her. She puts it up line to
Laura Stagel.
Laura
Great
Stagel.
play.
Another goal for Laura Stagel.
DA's wife was very close to the D, though. She was very close.
Ashley Gann will pull for Asian Face, who's now up 4-2. Dan Arders will pick up the pull. Swings it to his father, who swings it over to DVE. DVE being marked by Brandon Thomas. Swings it up to, that's Matt Poole.
Yes.
Dumps it back around to DVE. Swings it up.
And DA going back up the line to Poole. Poole goes around to the other DA. Cooley with a nice grab. And she throws a great pass around, but no one's able to bring it in. That was to some fun little space there.
Who was that? DVE laying out?
Yeah, I don't know if it was intended for him, but he's the one who tried to make the closest attempt at it.
I forgot Dan Arders' name a couple times. I'm getting better with names.
These are probably the worst jersey combinations.
Yeah, that's what we were wondering.
No. Let's do one on the worst jersey combination right here. Jeff Myers wearing a kilt. Anyway,
Is that Jeff or is that Tim?
that's Jeff. Well, maybe it might be Tim. I don't
I
know.
believe it's Tim. Laura on the sideline gets a good swing to Ashley. Ashley to power to BT. BT looking around, and he's got Chris Allman. Can't bring it down. Cool. Easy D. Up to DA. DA's looking deep, nothing. Now he's going to go around. He's got Cool up the sideline, but he looks it off. Goes around to DVE. DVE looking for a cut under. Has mini DA. Mini DA looking four side. Looks it off. Now he goes around. That's a dump to DVE. DVE trying to get that thin space. It looks like BT is the first one to make contact.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my finger hurts. I fell down today.
BT wearing
Had to call a foul.
blue camo. Swings it up to Laura Stagel.
Had to call an injury.
Thank you.
Zach was too aggressive on me.
Yeah.
Laura swings it to Ashley, who puts it upfield to Mike Givens.
I thought it was going to be shoulder.
Mike finds BT, who puts a huge forehand jack. Ooh, Matt Poole D's up Chris Allard.
Yeah, BT's been making some real bad throws, is what I said.
I would agree.
I think we found out last week that the microphone's very sensitive. I did watch.
2 weeks ago, where BT said that.
Yeah.
About the Brady incident.
That yes, and I did watch the Eric Zarobla and Ethan York Crap Fest last week. It was kind of funny.
All right, we have some power here with DA. Nobody goes. Oh, wow. Now it's going to Kumi for a game. Kumi's going to go to Poole. Poole, ooh, great face. Lifts it up to DA. DBE, but BT makes a nice play.
At least BT's making plays on defense.
True.
He just needs to dish it to someone else and then run deep or something.
I like it. He keeps it interesting.
Is there any way BT can get the disc to somebody else without actually throwing it?
No.
Yes,
get injured.
Yeah.
He
He could be called
Every time he
injured.
touches the disc, he should be injured.
That is a turn. They have the disc at about half field, pinned on that backhand side for a righty. They'll probably come and force him flick though, I assume. DA bringing it in. Looking, doesn't have a whole lot. He's looking for a stun on the dump. Looks it off now. Goes around to Poole. Poole now looking, no cuts. He's got Kumi under. Kumi looking upfield. And now she's going to dump to DA. Wow.
That same game, I called
Fake high release backhand. Matt Poole to disc.
A big around break. Easy score.
I didn't score that.
Asian face up 4-3. Indians are effed. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody's shocked about me.
Dave Arters with a pull that's going to land. I think that might have landed on the line, which technically is out of bounds. Wayner will take the brick.
He is terrible.
He was never good. Always good.
He was like a promising player.
I always hated him.
Matt Poole on the mark.
He should have never been a leadoff hitter.
No.
He's always meant to be that too.
Wayner swings around to Ashley, puts it upfield to Annie.
3 or 6.
Annie will dump to Wayner. Wayner, a break throw to Jake. Gooch is his nickname. He will dump it back to Wayner with a nice layout.
Gratuitous!
A hurricane-esque cut to Ashley. She can't come up with it. Here's an opportunity for Wumbo to get a break and tie the game. Dave Arters picks it up, puts a huge I-O flick to MC.
Fuck me! Yes.
Ethan Yord unhappy with that outcome. With his signature forehand pull. Score is tied with 38 minutes to go.
And I had
BT's going to call a wire hit.
the Subway bacon, egg, and cheese wrap. That's and a lot of beer last
BT puts it up to Ethan Yord. I'm terrible remembering people's names.
Glosser goes power to Kevin Wayner. Wayner's looking.
Some people just kind of hanging out deep.
Glosser to BT. BT's going to go all the way around to Wayner.
What's up?
Now we have it open inside. Oh, wow. Ethan Yord makes a bad plan.
Ethan Yord is upset.
Poole, that's the one you need to lay out on. That one. That's where you lay out.
Poole looks like the dude from Waiting. Have you seen that movie?
It does look exactly
The
like
main
him.
character from Waiting. Haven't you ever seen that movie?
Maybe not the main character.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Poole could be back waiting. Not the main character.
The intern dude. Dan Arters throws it upfield to DVE. It's a big forehand.
That's the DB Huck I remember from sectionals.
I can't tell who that is. MC comes down with it over the top of Ethan Yord.
6'6", and then he goes down through
To
reaches all the way.
Dan Arters, who through the first throw at that point comes up with the score and make it 5-4 Wumbo. Dan Arters with a big forehand pull for Wumbo. Wumbo's up 5-4 with about 35 minutes to go. Wayner will field the pull in the end zone, puts a backhand at BT, swings it to Laura Stigl, who gets mixed up with MC. There might be a hand injury. Foul called.
You know, I mean like a restaurant, not like an actual. Okay. You know that he remembers that moment.
Laura Stigl dumps to BT. Is it upfield to Ashley?
Ashley's got a nice grab there. Now she's going to go Wayner around with power. Nothing. Throws a nice break up to
Mike Givens.
Mike Givens.
Dumps back to Wayner.
Ooh, that's a fun
Shredder
play.
to Jake.
Oh, is that who that was? Could not bring
Yep.
it in. This is tied, right?
It is 5-4 Wumbo.
Okay. Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Wumbo scored down here to make it 4-4, and then scored down there. Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian Face. Game is tied 5-5 with about 34 minutes to go. Dave Arters again in the back of his own end zone. Swings it to DVE. Swings it up to MC. Wumbo's now out of their own end zone, which is something they had a little problem doing earlier. Matt Poole will bring that throw down. Dumps it around to Dave. He swings it to MC. MC puts it upfield to DVE in the middle of the field. He's going to launch one downfield. Ashley's going to D it. She's looking for a dump option, finds Kevin Wayner. And he's got a big backhand jack, and it hits the ceiling. Dave Arters is going to bring the disc in on the sideline, swings it immediately to Matt Poole. I believe Mike Givens is on the mark, and he will break the mark up to MC, who swings it to David Valentine Elam. Puts it upfield to Kumi. Kumi right outside her own end zone. Hammer. I think that may have hit a wire.
Definitely hit a wire. It was active God.
Yeah, it went out the top of the camera, so I have no idea what happened. Wayner's going to send it up line to BT. Centers the disc back to Wayner. Another big backhand jack to Laura. Out the back of the end zone. Dave Arters walking the disc up to the cone, marked by Jake. He's going to swing to Matt Poole. Matt around to MC. MC swings it to DVE, who puts a big forehand upfield.
Go.
Ashley and Matt Poole. Thank you. No one can come up with it. Thanks, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Wayner is going to walk the disc back up, marked by MC forehand. The give and go pass upfield to Laura Stagel. She's going to dump it back to Wayner. He hesitates as if he's going to throw upfield. Finds Ashley. Pops out to Wayner, who's at power position. Big backhand jack. In traffic. BT comes down with it in a huge spike. 6'5" Asian face. Actually, I guess that point didn't count. And Wumbo has a disc bag. Matt Poole with the disc in the middle of the field finds Kumi. Sorry, I forgot to zoom in. Swings it to MC. He's going to put outside in forehand shredder high. Dave Arters can't come up with it. Maybe D'd by Jake. Wait, so what happened down here?
The wire.
Oh, okay.
When in doubt, you hit the wire.
Or just make something up. Say like it's a rare violation. Try to make up some reason.
From section 7.1.3. Actually, what happened is DVE just said no, so it didn't count.
DV the law.
Timeout called by Wumbo. No, actually, after the timeout called by Asian Face, Kevin Wayner taps it in and swings immediately to Ashley.
This is what I wore to bed last night. This shirt and these
She finds BT, who swings it back to Wayner in traffic. Wayner finds Laura upfield. Laura looks upfield and nobody. Dumps it back to Wayner. looks Ashley off. Hits Mike Givens' dump. Finds BT, who hits Laura in the middle of the field. Oop, Mike Givens with a fake upfield. Marked by Matt Poole. Ooh, nice dump throw. And a nice layout by Kevin Wayner to convert. Oop. Audience calling for a hammer, and he puts one to Ashley. Ashley can't come up with it in the back of the end zone.
It's a hot throw. It's a hot foot. Amir likes it.
Dave orders to bring the disc back in, marked by Jake.
I would have sex with that throw.
Looks off MC and will swing to dump to Matt Poole in a hurricane cut. Matt Poole finds MC upfield, fakes upfield and swings to Matt. Matt's going to find Melanie upfield. She's looking dump almost immediately to Matt Poole. Matt swings to DVE. Gains some yards by swinging it to MC. Backhand across the end zone to Kumi. Wumbo scores to take the lead 6-5. I believe it's after halftime. Dan orders to pull for Wumbo. About 25 and a half minutes left in the game in the second half. Bill again will bring the disc in. Puts it upfield to Wayner, right outside his own end zone. Finds Annie Glosser upfield. And he's going to dump back to Will Gann. I haven't decided whether he needs to be called Will Gann or Bill Gann. I don't really know what the protocol is. Finds Annie, who swings it back to Wayner, who drops it. Ethan Yord will check into the game in place of Kevin Wayner, who is injured. Sounds like Wayner has injured his right hand, and thankfully he's left-handed. MC will pick up the disc for Wumbo, who swings to Dan Arders. A lot of stuff going on. Upfield back to MC. Swings it to Kumi. Sorry, that's Megan. There's Kumi. Either a pick or a foul was called. Wumbo knocking on the door could make it 7-5 with the score here. MC swings it back to Kumi. Puts it upfield to Matt Poole. Swings it to MC. Kumi wide open, right outside the end, well, 10 or 15 yards out. She swings it back to MC. DVE streaking around the back of the end zone, looked off and cuts in for the completion. He's going to find MC. D'd up by Ethan Yord. MC's going to call a strip.
And that's how you put that into the blow. Come on. Good play, Yord.
Ethan's going to contest, sends the disc back to DVE. A couple yards outside the end zone. BT marking forehand. DVE tries a sneaky little swing pass to Dan Arders, but he wasn't looking. Will Gann's going to pick it up and jack it down the sideline. No one there. Asian face maybe starting to get into it with each other a little bit. Matt Poole picks it up on the sideline, right outside his end zone. Finds MC upfield. I think a pick was called. Fakes a big backhand upfield. He's going to swing up and around to Matt Poole. He's going to send it back upfield to Dan Arders. Dan sends it up line to DVE. Dan centers the disc, or DVE centers the disc back to MC. Backhand back to DVE. Puts it up. Dave Arders. Dan Arders. Wumbo goes up 7-5. Wumbo up 7-5 with about 20 minutes to go. Late in the game here.
Yes, he's sick.
Dan Arders with a big forehand pull to Kevin Wayner, who gets the disc out of his end zone immediately. A little bit more hustle from Asian Face than we've seen in the past couple points. BT to Ethan, back to Wayner in the middle of the field. A diving Laura Stigl can't come up with it. DVE picks up the disc, looks to swing. Breakthrough over the top, and MC too short. I think he might be calling a foul on Ethan Yord. There may in fact be a foul on the throw by BT, which I wouldn't doubt. DVE is going to get a chance to do it again. 15 to 20 yards outside the end zone. Swings to Dave Arders. Forehand break to Megan. He dumps back to Dave.
Like with no stall counts or...
Dave's trying to direct traffic and throws a huge hammer to the break side.
When I'm playing and nobody else...
MC reels it in, but he looks either injured or upset. Wumbo is up 8-5 with a little over 18 minutes left to go. BT, ooh.
Hit the wire.
BT is going to walk it up to where the pole hit the wire. Every sentence I make ends up with an upward inflection. BT swings it to Wayner, who centers the disc back to Ashley. Ashley will swing to BT. Looks deep and instead throws to Laura Stigl for a nice little gainer.
Working way too hard.
Laura dumps back to BT. Swings to Wayner. Puts it upfield to Ashley. Ethan Yord with the huge pickup. Nice layout grab. Dumps to Ashley, who's going to break to Laura for the point. 8-6 Wumbo. Go ahead. Asian Face up 8-6, or down 8-6. We'll pull.
Hi, friends.
Hi, Wendy. Sorry, I had people distracting me. I had no idea what was going on for a second. MC with the disc on the sideline, swings it back to DVE. Gonna send it upfield to Kumi. Huge OI flick by Kumi. Dave Arders comes down with it. It's at 9-6 Wumbo. Wayner and BT playing a little give and go game. BT finds Annie G upfield. Annie dishes it back to BT, who's going to put a backhand to the other side of the end zone. No one can come up with it.
No one else. Oh, wow, you're great.
I think there was a foul on the throw. It looks like it's going to go back. Back to BT.
I got it.
Annie G clearly cheating on that.
His fingertips.
BT is going to swing to Annie. She finds Ethan Yord upfield. He puts it upfield to Ashley, who is in for the score. Score's now 9-7 Wumbo. Asian Face is going to pull down 7-9, about 13 minutes left in the game. Lands in the back of the end zone and bounces out. Matt Poole will walk it back up to the front.
You got it.
Mike Givens on the mark for Asian Face. Matt Poole finds DVE in the center of the field. Puts it up to MC, who's going to put a big forehand jack to Kumi. Ashley can't D it, and Wumbo goes up 10-7. Dan Arders to pull for Wumbo, who is up 10-7 with a little over 11 minutes to go. That's a powerful flick hug. Sorry, wrong zoom. Wayner feels the pull, hits Bill Gann, who finds Ashley Gann, no relation. And Ashley finds Annie in the middle of the field. Swings back to Ashley. Oop, fakes a nice backhand jack. I have no idea what just happened. BT came in. BT brought it in for the score to make it 10-8 Wumbo. Kevin Wayner pulls for Asian Face, down a couple points. 10 minutes left in the game. Dave Arders fields it in the back of the end zone. He sends it upfield to Dan. Swings it over to DVE. DVE with a huge forehand.
The first game was pretty good.
Make a play!
MC out the back of the end zone, can't come up with it. I'm just going to continue to butcher every word in the English language, and Wayner's going to continue to allow me to videotape.
I just did 3 good ones in a row. Don't look at me like that. Viable throw.
Wayner's going to bring the disc back in for Asian Face.
No way.
Upfield to Megan,
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
who dumps it to the wrong team. Dumps it to David Arders, who's going to put an outside-in flick to Dan Arders. Wumbo goes up 11-8. Ethan Yord sweatband. It's pretty cool. Dan Arders pulls. Will Gann comes up with it and puts it upfield to Kevin Wayner. Kevin Wayner's going to throw a forehand jack, but DVE is going to come up with the D. He's looking for some options, but he's unmarked, so he's going to take his time and swing it to Dave. Dave's going to put it upfield to Kumi. Matt Poole underneath. Comes down with it. And a big break throw. Ethan Yord D's it. Taps it in. Swings it to Ashley. Asian Face needs to make some scores. BT with a nice layout grab to save it. And a huge backhand jack. I believe I got that on camera. Ethan Yord with a nice layout grab and a spike. Bookends by Ethan Yord to make it 11-9 Wumbo. Asian Face pulling. Kevin Wayner with the pull with a little over 6 minutes to go. He's going to hit the ceiling. That's not going to end well. Wumbo's going to get the disc 30 yards outside the end zone.
Field number 3 would have caught that.
I don't know what Zerobo is talking about. He's not welcome here.
Oh, France.
Dave Arders taking his time. Oh, lost my clock. .545 to go. Bill again going to tap the disc in for Asian Face. Dave to the break side to Melanie. And Kevin Wayner comes up with the D. Perhaps an ill-advised throw, but a D nonetheless by Asian Face. He centers it to Will Gann. Finds Laura Stagel upfield. She's going to swing to Ashley. Ashley finds Mike Givens, centers it to BT. BT finds Will Gann, who puts it upfield to Laura Stagel. Comes down with it to make it 11-10 Wumbo. Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian Face. Maybe about 3 minutes to go. 3 or 4. Dave Arders comes down with the pull. Sends it upfield to Dan. Dan taking his time. Finds Megan upfield. Megan will dump it to Dave, who drops it on the end zone line. Asian Face needs this to tie the game. They're already on a 2-0 run right now. Will Gann finds BT in the end zone, ties it at 11.
What is going on?
What is going on? A minute 40 to go. Kevin Wayner is going to pull for Asian Face. Game is tied at 11. Asian Face currently on a 3-0 run. Pull goes out the back of the end zone. Dave Arders will take the brick. Minute 15 to go. Dave finds Kumi upfield. Nice little strike cut by Dave Arders. He's gonna break to MC. MC's gonna swing to DVE. Puts it up into the end zone. D'd by, I believe, Ethan Yord. Oh, Will Gann comes up with the disc. Or maybe that's Chris Allard. I can't really tell at this distance. A nice little over-the-top throw to Andy Glosser, who swings it to BT. BT looking to jack it, but he's going to look it off upfield to Kevin Wayner. Andy Glosser cuts in. He's going to dump it to Kevin Wayner at about midfield with the disc. He's going to swing it back to Annie. Annie finds Kevin again. Wayner upfield to BT. Time has expired. BT finds Ashley for the score in the game. Asian Face runs off 4 straight points to win the game 12-11. And they will advance to the championship at 11:30 against Crush.